evening, everyone. Thank you for watching CGTN's Lantern Festival special program. And today, it's very loud here, yes, because we're going to show you a celebration of Lantern Festival. And where I am in a town called Nuanquan Old Town. And it is a place have a history about over 500 years. And we're going to introduce you, we're going to show you a unique celebration. In a short moment, and the performance will begin. Okay, in a very short moment, and the performance will begin. But before that, you can see that a lot of people are here now at this moment, and there must be over 1,000 people here, and they're all expecting one thing. And the name of this performance is called Dashuhua in Chinese, which means there's no English name for that. However, I could explain this for you because people will spray melted iron onto the icy wall. So think about that, what would happen? Well, now I'm going to show you the backstage, and now follow me. We're going to the backstage and see how people are preparing for these performances. Well, normally the backstage won't allow people to go inside. However, we're going to show you what kind of people will perform this kind of performances, and how will this melted iron be get ready. Yes. Well, thank you. All right. So now we are now to the backstage, and well, I think the melted iron is ready now. Yeah, over here. Oh, take a look. Did you see that? Well, for the past hour, I've seen people this customized foundry, and those are melted iron. Now, yeah, now they're pulling this iron. Now, and in a moment, people will carry this onto the stage, and what you're going to see will be really fantastic. Yeah, be careful. Okay, we're going to follow them. Okay, we're going to follow them to the stage. Let's see what's going to happen. Well, you see that these people, especially the one wearing this jacket made of sheepskin and with wool materials outside, and they're carrying this spoon made of wood, and in a moment, and he's going to step into the center of the stage, and let's see what he's going to do. Behold. Well, I think people are testing the temperature of this. Well, you see that they're carrying this, they're holding this kind of spoon, and the spoons are made of willow wood, and they were submerged into water one day before the show, and now just a short moment ago they're burning this wood so that the surface of the spoon would be dry. Yes, take a look. What you're seeing now is that a performer in the middle of the stage, and he is spraying this melted iron onto the wall. All right, then another stepping into the center. Yeah, take a look. Well, the sparkles really, I could feel the temperature here. Well, I think they're taking turns to go. Well, this is actually a tradition of local Smith person. Like some 300 years ago, because during the Chinese New Year, people would often use fireworks to celebrate. However, for blacksmiths and miners at that time, they don't have the money or time to buy fireworks, so they have invented this new way of celebration by doing this. I mean, using melted iron. The melted iron is like 100 degrees Celsius, and it's very hot. And if you touch it, it will definitely hurt you. However, these people are very brave, and you could see that they're wearing this hat, and literally they're standing in the middle of a fire and iron, and it is really a game of who is the most brave man in the town. And they're wearing this jacket made of wool because the melted iron will touch the wool and to let the because if they're wearing the other clothes, and the melted iron will burn the clothes, so they will choose this jacket made of sheepskin and with the wool turned from outside. 您这是在做什么呀？啊？您这是烤勺子是吗？啊，这是为什么要烤一下它呀 ？Well, I think they are. Did you see that? This is the spoon that used for once, and it's already turned dark. And we were told that the spoons will. They will need several spoons to finish this performance, and most of them will be thrown away because it will be destroyed, burned. And the clothes they're wearing is, I think it's felt. It's felt. Yeah, it's felt. All right, we're going to show you another angle because the performance is. We're now at the backstage of the performance. Okay, let's go. We're going to show you another angle. In the front. And if you stand in front of the stage, you will see certainly a different view. And because, well, there are certain skills of these performers, and one skill is that they will swing the spoon as high as they could. And it is really, well, okay, someone could open this for us? Okay. All right. Here. Well. All right. And we are going to see another performance here. Okay. Well, I mean, the local people celebrate the Lantern Festival in many ways. And one way is that they will hold a celebration here. And what you're going to see here is the traditional dances. And look at all these people. Look at all these people. I've seen many people traveling for a long way to watch the show here. And what you are seeing now is one kind of folk art, and the one is called a dry boat. I mean I mean, the one with a dress and with an umbrella, and she's pretending that there's a boat that she's in, and the other one is ferrying it. Well, this is another tradition originated from Shanxi province, and the children they were holding children younger than 5 years old and hold them high and dancing while celebrating while walking on the streets. Well, this is not this is only performer, but and the children up there is not real person. Well, I don't think it's a real person. Well, something about the Nuanquan old town. Well, because this town has a history of over 500 years, and it is actually it has a long history about its castles. It is one of the few places that still keeps castles from the Ming and the Qing dynasty some 500 years ago, and it's quite dark now, so you couldn't see the castles now. But it is a very famous tourism spot at this moment, and because it is during the Chinese New Year, so a lot of people will come here and enjoy the celebration, and also to feel a touch about the history as well. Well, that's the symbolic dragon and lion dance. Well, I guess this would be the end of the performance, and the next one will be Dashuhua, and the performers will step into the stage again, because it's really very, oh well, yeah, this is Master Wang. I'm sorry, this is Master Wang, and he's stepping into the center of the stage. Well, I think the anchor is introducing Master Wang to the audience now. And he's waving his spoon. He has been performing for audience for over 30 years. Wow. And he is the 13th generation of performing this. Well, he's explaining that the performance is very difficult because you have to be strong and you have skill, and the most important thing is that you have to be brave. Well, this is the spoon that he used. And it's really strange because without that melted iron, can melt the spoon instantly, but actually it didn't, because the spoon was submerged into water days before the performance, and before that they will also burn the spoon and keep the surface dry. Well, now another part of melted iron is ready. Well, behold. Well, the crowd are cheering. Well, using a spoon, I mean a spoon of water is very easy, but the melted iron is still quite heavy, and one spoon of melted iron is over 10 kilograms. So it is really you need to be very strong to swing that high, and you have to be careful because the melted iron could jump into your skin. And so they have covered their skin with this kind of jacket made of sheepskin, and with the furs turned to outside, so that if any melted iron touches their jacket, and their jacket won't be burned, only they will bounce away. That's the way they protect themselves. Well, I think that will be all for today's show, because we're going to see another performance here, and it will continue for about half an hour before it ends. Well, if you are going to, if you would like to see more, I will keep the camera on, and so you could see more. Well, thank you for watching CGTN, and well, the program celebration during the Chinese Lantern Festival. Well, I think this is another performance about folk art here, and well, I think the lady in the middle of the stage is showing the other girls of how to select some kind of beans or grain. I don't know. Well, I think the reason why they arranged this kind of performance in the middle of Dashuhua, I guess, is because the melted iron is really hard to make, and they have only a few of them, so they don't. It won't last long. So that's why they arranged this kind of performances in the middle of the Dashuhua. And you could see that. The farthest side of the stage, it is a wall, and this wall has been here for a very long time. because in the past, and these performers will, before we have this stage or even have audiences, local people would gather around this old wall and to enjoy the performance. And then people realized that this could attract more people, and that's why they built this stage, and then adding more these chairs, and then I guess it's from last year they have built this big screen. Well, I think he is dressing as a lady, and performing some, I think, a local opera, some kind of local opera. Well, the language he speaks, I don't understand. It must be some very local town. Well, I guess he's talking about some food, that if you're eating some local food, and you will feel strong. Well, it's a tradition in China, especially if you have watched Peking opera. You would see that a lot of people, a lot of men would dress like play some female characters, and the one that now is performing, the man is performing in the center of stage. He's dressing like an old lady. And the clothes he wears is some traditional clothes. In northern China, in some of the provinces in northern China, especially in Shanxi province. Well, I think they are showing us some local food, I guess, as the girls are holding. Well, I know you're probably hoping that we could show you more about the Dashuhua, but I'm like you, waiting for it. I'm also waiting for it. Well, let's see what this is about. I'm still trying to figure out what this program is about. Well, this is really a day of celebration here in China, and if you could hear it, I don't know whether you could hear it, because I've seen and hearing fireworks all across this place, and I've seen fireworks on the far side of this on the far side of the stage, and people are I think this is about some drink culture here, and those girls who carry the pot of drinks, of local drinks. Where is Dashuhua? I want to see Dashuhua. Okay, I'll go and make sure that whether they will perform again. If you lost my voice, that means that must be I am too far from my camera. Oh, all right. Okay. Another. Another pot, another pot is ready.
大树，这是一项由盘者的游戏。你看，我们这些树盘艺人轮番上阵，各显其能，把一勺勺滚烫的铁水变成了惊天动地的幻影。他们就像战场上的勇士。 在火海中自由地冲锋陷阵，他们就是这世界上少有的美术大师，尽情播打着心中最美的图画。
Well, according to Master Wang, he's been practicing this since 30 years ago, and there are many scars that he has left many scars during his performances, and the way he put it, even the melted iron touches him, he will continue to finish the performance.
为这绮丽的景观所震撼，为这夺目的光雨所震撼。
Well, these melted iron, 100 Celsius degree, once touch the icy wall, and it will spark into endless sparkles. It's like a fire tree, and that's where it gets its name, 大树花. means firing tree, a tree of fire. Well, I think this is certainly the most exciting moment of today's performance. Look how fast he did. Look at how fast he swam. Well, the spoon is burning. Well, because it is really difficult to learn this kind of skill, so the Master Wang and many of his friends are worrying that they will not find people, especially young people, to inherit this kind of tradition. And yes, he's winning the burning spoon. Well, I guess this is the end of our today's show, and I hope you enjoy it. Well, thank you for watching CGTN. Well, wait a minute. Well, yes, and this is the end of today's show. Yeah, thank you for watching CGTN, and happy Lantern Festival. Okay, bye bye.